Hello, my webby and winged friends. It's Silent Signs from I Dream of Indie, and today we are taking a look at quite possibly the cutest game about a spider I have ever witnessed, Webbed. This little puzzle platformer tells the story about a spider whose boyfriend is captured by a bowerbird, and she goes out on a quest to save him by enlisting the help of the other bugs in the forest. This probably goes without saying, but if you have arachnophobia, what are you doing here? This game is about spiders, therefore there are spiders in the game. However, if you are sensitive to spiders, you do have the option to turn your spider into a cute little blob, which might help you actually get through this game and enjoy it, and I'd actually say it's worth a shot because this is a really cute game. The story is really simple and straightforward. It's kind of just a play on that stereotypical gaming trope of the significant other has been captured and you have to go on a mission to save them. Love it in this context of it being, first of all, a spider, second of all, a girl spider. That's kind of fun. But I think it's the gameplay that makes Webbed really shine. When you are controlling your spider, you have obviously a web, which you can use as a grappling hook. You can also build bridges with your web to cross. You can use your webs to pick up objects. You might need a few strands to pick up a heavier object. You have a laser, which you can use to break small twigs. You can also use it to break your webs if you'd like to start afresh, and in some other scenarios in order to assist you in a little bit of platforming. And last but certainly not least, you have the ability to dance. And dance you shall with many of the other bugs that you will encounter on your journey, or at least I did. It was super fun to dance with bugs because why not? Many of these bugs will also enlist you to assist them in various tasks that they need completed, so you end up helping each other out in the end. Did I mention you can eat flies? You can also eat flies. And I know what you're thinking, that sounds pretty sick, right? Well, let me tell you, it's not as sick as this spider's sick skateboarding moves, because there is a Tony Hawk-esque skateboarding section in this game. And honestly, I think what the world needs right now is more games with just completely random, non-sequitur Tony Hawk segments embedded in them, you know? Webbed does have a map which you can access using the pause menu, and I will say it's not the greatest, or at least it's not the easiest to follow. It kind of just gives you a general idea of where you are versus other things that you've encountered. It kind of feels a little bit like when you're looking at one of those shopping mall maps. Not the most effective, but it gets the job done. Within that little journal with your map, you also have a list of tasks that you have outstanding, as well as the ones you've completed. You have an inventory of the collectibles that you have collected. You also have stickers, which you can display. For better or worse, Webbed does, for the most part, let you figure things out on your own. There is a brief tutorial in the beginning of the game as you're just learning how to navigate using the spider, but once you get to the actual puzzle solving, it doesn't really give you many clues. You can talk to the other insects, but they don't tell you a whole lot other than what needs to be accomplished. It's up to you to figure out how to get there. You will really need to use your wits and your webs to the full potential in order to get through this game. That means knowing when to use your grappling hook versus when to build bridges and create webs in order to lift or maneuver objects. For me personally, it was the right amount of challenging where it wasn't too frustrating and it still had that charm factor where I just wanted to keep going and exploring and seeing what else this little spider would get into. Graphics wise, Webbed is absolutely adorable. I mean, it's probably not adorable if you don't like spiders, but again, how are you this far into the review if you don't like spiders? We've been through a lot. But in seriousness, it has a great pixel art style to it. It has that really natural looking color palette, but also on the vibrant side that makes it fun and fresh. So you can definitely tell it's meant to be, nature underground in the trees, but it's also nice and bright. For some reason, this game really harkens me back to Donkey Kong Country Country 2, and I think there's two components to that. First of all, the fact that there is a spider, which you can play as in Donkey Kong Country 2, that shoots webs, and second of all, the brambles. Let me know if I'm the only one that thinks this. Also, the soundtrack, really good. Also kind of reminds me of Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country. It's honestly just feel good music. There wasn't a single track that I didn't like. Every new area has a little bit of a different sound to it, but they are consistently upbeat, for the most part piano-ish based, and I just enjoyed them. I had a smile on my face the whole time playing this game, honestly. I'm so sorry to my spider hating friends, but I do have to award Webbed a golden genie lamp of approval. It just made me happy in a way that is just so simple and pure. There's nothing flashy about this game. It's really just good 2D puzzle platforming with an adorable main character that just so happens to be a great skateboarder. Okay, did you not see this coming from the skateboarding part? That's what sold me on Webbed. So what do you think? Will you be taking Webbed for a spin? Let me know in the comments down below. Before I go, I just want to thank our indie warriors, Mitchell Hall, Bunny, Kevalo, Bill Tikaz, Christian Cruz, Strip9, Chris Jackson, Nathan Moore, Peach, Adriana Amato, CJR, PSC, C. Coyle, Skepticism, Jen Rose, Jesse, CPM, Julian Kolbus, and JRS8. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, don't forget you can subscribe down below so you don't miss any of our reviews or previews, and check out the description box if you'd like for a bunch of other ways to support the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.